How is Maga responding to Trump saying that the Epstein client list never existed? Well, see for yourself.
I'm a Trump supporter, and I'm going to tell you this right now. If this is the verdict, there's no Epstein client list. If we don't get accountability for the thousands of victims that were abused, then I'm jumping ship. And all of you should as well.
This is all going in the trash. I do not support Trump anymore. He's a liar. He's a part of the deep state. I do not support Israel. I will not be supporting him anymore. He's part of the deep state.
The whole thing that this tape shows he didn't kill himself is like a joke. But worse than that, it's a joke that we all get. Like, they're not fooling anybody. So I feel like we're at a dangerous point now.
So now, by coming in and being part of the cover-up, the Trump administration has become part of it. I mean, it's just, you cannot see it any other way. So I just got to the office. I'm going to go throw up, actually. And this only happens every few years when something really, really bad happens or something. I mean, I'm physically going to puke probably right now. My mouth is watering right now. Because I have integrity.
So this message goes out to Donald Trump and his people. I've been asked before, what would it take for you to not support Donald Trump anymore? I always said, well, it'd take a lot. I've literally made thousands of videos on this app supporting you, sir. So if you're deciding that Epstein is the bridge that you're going to burn, I got the match, sir. You're telling me there's no list after you told me there was a list. You're telling me that you don't care about these victims. This is a promise you made to the American people, sir. Non-negotiable. You've always been in tune with your supporters. Always. 100% spot on. Not this time, sir. You missed this one.
I voted for Donald Trump in 2016, 2020, and 2024. I am prepared to die on this hill. If Donald Trump is part of the Epstein list and why he has decided to pretend like doesn't exist anymore, then the war that I've been waging on liberals, I plan to wage on Donald Trump if he cannot explain or make sense of this soon. It's pointing to that he is implicated.
So I voted for Trump, and this Epstein thing is just insane. But I think it's showing us one thing, and that's our country is unified for the first time in a long time. And I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, we all know this administration is guilty. So
Trump just got ratioed on Truth Social for the first time ever by his own swallowers. 11,000 retweets, 36,000 replies. I just felt a great disturbance in the cult. You know, as if 36,000 Maga suddenly realized they do have a gag reflex. Scroll through the replies and you'll notice too that barely any of these Confederate snowflakes are actually accusing Trump of lying. They're accusing Pam Bondi of lying. Why? Because, I mean, put yourself in their cargo shorts. You know, anyone whose family tree branches has known since 2017 that Trump is the main character in the Epstein files. But you, a MAGA, dropped out of high school with a negative GPA. You somehow unlearned things. Impressive. And all the news you've consumed over the past 10 years have come from the army of rage tweeting monkeys shown in the new Superman movie. And now, despite being the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived, it's becoming obvious even to you that Trump is not releasing the files because he is the files. Like, I don't think your brain would let you process that fact. Your brain would not physically let you utter the words, I was wrong. Like, your body would go into shock. Like, you just watched Colin Kaepernick take 1,000 knees. It would permanently destroy your self-perception. Like, your body would just immediately go into self-preservation mode. Oh, Pam Bondi is lying. The Democrats destroyed the Epstein list. The Epstein list was created by Big Bird to hide his illegal Sesame Street underground reading ring.
So President Trump has acknowledged that the Epstein files exist here. President Trump has acknowledged that the files were written and that there is something there. He says that they were written, however, by his enemies and therefore will not be released. Whoa, what? That's new in this entire zeitgeist. This is something that is wildly interesting. And then he goes all in on supporting Kash Patel and Pam Bondi. No mention of Dan Bongino, where all of this, again, sort of transpired. Okay. So President Trump has...
So Donald Trump has the president of Liberia at the White House. And can we have one day in this country where Donald Trump doesn't embarrass all Americans on a world stage in front of everybody? One day. Can one day go by? Donald Trump has the president of Liberia in the White House, and he looks at this guy dead ass in his face and says, "Oh, you speak such good English. Where'd you go to school at? You speak such good English." To the president of Liberia. What is the point of having 1,000 advisors around you? What is the point of having all these advisors if no one is going to give you a rundown of who the people you're meeting are before you meet him? I understand the president is functionally illiterate, and I understand he has no sense of history, but the official language of Liberia is English. Do you know why? Could somebody at the White House please explain to him why the official language of Liberia is English? Are you kidding me, dude? How embarrassing. God damn.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this.
In February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said I was asked a question about the client list.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed. And my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that.
How many more do you can
Zohran Mamdani has responded to Donald Trump, and he put him in his place in the most beautiful way. Now, if you've missed it, Donald Trump has recently suggested that he will look into arresting Mamdani, deporting him, and recently said that if Mamdani should be mayor, it won't matter because Donald Trump pulls all the levers and has all the cards. Well, Mamdani called out Donald Trump and laid out why he's attacking him.
And more so because he wants to distract from what I fight for. I fight for working people. I fight for the very people that have been priced out of this city. And I fight for the same people that he said he was fighting for.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Donald Trump is desperately trying to distract from his failures and his inability to live up to his campaign promises. And along comes somebody who is now fighting for the people, and Donald Trump is trying to go after him. We talk all the time about Donald Trump looking for distractions. Well, this was it. And this was a beautiful response. He didn't dwell on Trump and talk about him. Instead, he shifted to the problems Trump has created and how he will solve them. That's how it's done.